Hello, welcome to Creations by Claire. In this video, I'm going to show you how to paint and seal a Hexagon wood frame. This is not difficult at all. It was just difficult waiting between paint coats and the sanding. I purchased these 8-inch frames from a Goodwill store for $4.99, and they are made of solid wood. They're very pretty. But my intention was to give it to my daughter, and her aesthetic is white furnishings. So it really was required that I repaint these in white. I removed the labels and I lightly sanded the frames all over. I could have left the nail holes alone, but I wanted to go ahead and make it as smooth as possible. So I added a little bit of spackling, white spackling, where there was the nail holes. And then I just removed the excess with the popsicle stick. After a couple of hours, when the plaster and the nail holes was dry, I sanded uh, the, the outside again, and I cleaned the frame with a moist towelette inside and out to remove that excess dust. Now it's time to paint these beautiful hexagon frames. And I'm going to be using the color Snow White chalk paint by Waverly. And I will paint this, give this 3 coats. And I will allow it to dry in between coats. And also give it a light sanding in between the coats. Because if you've painted before with these water-based paints, it raises the wood grain. And just to make it smooth, just give it a light coat. Give your projects a light coat in between the paint jobs. And now I'm painting the inside of the frame. I had to be careful because the outside was still a little wet. I was getting very anxious to see this finished product. So I was kind of trying to be careful not to smudge the outside paint job. Now I'm giving the first coat of paint to the second frame. Paint is dried. I'm sanding the outside and the inside, and I'm gonna again sand after I apply another coat of chalk paint. I like to use a piece of cheesecloth to wipe away the dust. I think I've seen some people use just rags or microfiber to wipe away the dust also. Now I'm applying the second coat of Snow White chalk paint to both shelves. One thing I forgot to mention earlier is I do apply just a light coat of paint. I don't like it to be thick and gloppy because I am going to apply 3 coats, and after each coat it's going to put another layer, a good layer to protect the wood and to have a good opaque finish. Now this is where I said earlier, this is the most difficult part, is just the between coats, waiting for everything to dry just to get a good seal, a good paint job, but it's worth it. So this is the first coat. I'm using polyacrylic, and I'm putting a light coat on the outside first, and then just carefully I'm going to paint the inside. And I will let it dry at least 24 hours before I apply the second, and another 24 hours wait and apply the third polyacrylic. And also lightly sand between the coats of polyacrylic. If you're still watching my video, I would appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel, like my video, and share if you like. And I hope you do like this video. It's a very simple project, but I think some of us sometimes have these shelves or uh, items that we don't like the color any longer or can't use it, but you really can. You might just love it again after just a new coat of paint. I'm finishing up the last coat of polyacrylic, and I'm going to let it dry at least 24 hours before I hang it on the wall. And I decided not to add a hanger of any type, any sawtooth hanger. It's gonna work fine where it's gonna be hanging from on a little nail, so it's not gonna require a hanger. I could add one at a later time to the wood. Thank you for watching my video. Goodbye.